Here we are with the two studs of the under 13s.
It's not it.
Can we get that? Oh wow, that's it, you slipped. You slipped there, that's it. First of all, result please guys.
3-0 to R77, Goalscorers.
Jeff with a banging header, Malakai with a good goal, good finish, and Shodiq plugged away, had about 10 chances, didn't score, but 8.5 minutes, got his reward and got a good goal in.
Sum that game up for us, because out there it looked like it was one-way traffic.
Yeah, the score was only 3-0, but could have easily been double figures. We had so many chances that we missed. I'm sure you can see it in the highlight video later anyway. And I mean, it was good. It's good to see because we started passing a lot more. A lot of what we're doing in training was implemented today.
Yeah,
and the front three, the way they linked up was just brilliant.
Yeah, a lot of 1-2s. Yeah, I think if I start from like goalkeeper Omith did a good favour for us, and it was good in goal, clean sheet. So, and he played really well left wing last week, so he was my starter today, to be fair. So he done us a favour. Sammy at the back again with Onyx, really well, but Sammy quality, different gravy. Antonio's improving as well, which is a good plus. Patel wasn't there today until the second half. And then yeah, going to Kasim, made a debut today, Kasim, and made the R77 under 13 team play today. I really believe that because he just keeps it very simple. So you know, hopefully progress to next week and keep bringing these wins, 3 points.
Yeah, you had 3 players make their debuts today. Yeah. So it seems like week on week, new players making their debuts. Yeah. So you got a big squad. Nice selection headache. How do you go about picking team now?
I mean, we just have to start basing it off whoever puts the most work in training now. That's
For sure, Asad does his work on a Saturday. Yeah. Obviously, I do the work on Tuesday, and obviously Asad, we both discussed that. But in terms of attitude and effort, all the players you can see are bringing into our ideas, and I think that's a good thing for us and us.
That's 2 wins on the bounce. Obviously, you've got to play everyone all over again. So those 2 losses, you know, probably going to rectify them very soon. How far up the league can you finish?
I think if there's a chance, I think we can finish top. We just need to win all our games now, and hopefully whoever's top right now slips up.
Like for sure, I think the squad that we've had today and building for the last few weeks, like we should be easily capable of challenging for the top. Fortunately, we've had the 2 defeats, but like again, I think it's a progression. It's only 5 games in, but yeah, the squad's building up, so hopefully we're going to challenge top 3 is my aim. Yeah, to be fair.
All right, well done, guys. See you next week.
Yeah.
All right, here with Coach Pele, Coach Muz, under 12s. Result first, please.
5-0 win. Adam got 2, Asad got 2, and Rani got the other one.
This was a late kick-off again, not the ideal time. Boys looked a bit lethargic first 10 minutes. You know, sum that one up for us.
I think it was a mixture of the late kick-off and the fact that we've had such a brilliant start to the season. Obviously, it's human to become a bit lethargic when you've had such a good run. So I spoke to Patel before the game. We mentioned complacency. Make sure the boys are right up for it from the start. And I think it was quite cold and blistery today, so I think that was another thing against us. But I think once the boys woke up, before they just really kicked off.
As long as as soon as they got the first goal, they were up for it, and it was a good performance. I think overall.
The first 2 goals quite scrappy, but I think it was the 4th one, 3rd one, and the 4th one. It's brilliant, some brilliant team playing and wonderful finish. Talk us through that one.
Well, I just want to mention before, I rattled the boys up before. They're doing a bit too much, so I had to go at them. And the next attack they did that, so I think I'll take credit for that one.
Yeah, he wasn't on the pitch, but he's taking credit for a goal. Muz, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I think Pele is a natural rattler. It's in his blood to wind people up, so I'm sure people have anger issues sometimes, but luckily this time it came good for us. So yeah, I think I offer like the more calm side of management, and Pele goes to the opposite.
There's still no losses. Got to keep this up now. How do you go about doing it? What are you going to do at training, just to keep it up, really?
Just keep advancing the training, just make it more and more difficult, just make it more and more challenging for them. Because we don't want them to rest on their laurels. And as long as they keep putting 100% in, and they should show the same commitment that they did before the match today, they're doing well this season.
I think today we had a couple of new players in new positions. I think Athif was excellent at centre back. Offered us something completely different, playing out the back when he could. And I thought Adam today was brilliant, off the ball, fighting for every challenge, didn't give him a moment's rest. I thought he was sharp today, he was there from every throw in. I think there was a period in the first half where we had 10 minutes when they didn't even get out in the one half, so I think he was brilliant today, and that's really encouraging just to see that we're not as reliant on Asad, but obviously Asad's a brilliant player, and you can tell that he gets that team ticking.
Brilliant. On to next week. Thank you guys. Alright guys, here with Coach Mo, Coach Hafiz. A little bit later than the under 9s kickoff, but nevertheless here for the review. First of all, the scoreline, please.
We won 3-0. Omith got 2 and Unais got 1.
I don't think there's much to talk about in this game apart from one thing really. Game got cut off short.
I missed a penalty. Other than that, nothing happened.
Game got cut off short. Quite intense.
Yeah.
What was going on that pitch?
No, I mean, we take challenges and tackles all along. Our players they're going to get fouled, they're going to get tackled, and they have to learn to ride them. That's one thing. But when the game stops and players are stamping, our players, obviously that's not on, and that's obviously something that's being taught to them because it happened twice in the game. And of course, if we see it, it's our duty to protect our kids. And if we've got kids crying because they're being stamped on, then we've got to take charge, especially when the referee's not competent enough to do so. So it happened in the second half for the second time. So that's when the parents came on. There's a verbal ruckus. They believed that we were stopping the game too much, and we believed that the referee was not protecting our kids. So obviously there's a little bit of argument. We calmed it down. The referee cut the game short by about 10 minutes. So we only played half an hour in essence. But I think it was a good decision because they were doing one thing the whole game, and that was taking out our players without intent of winning the ball.
Apart from that, on the football pitch, they didn't really threaten you guys. You looked pretty comfortable throughout the whole game. Could have scored plenty more goals, even in that half an hour period. Are you working with them in training, with the shooting aspect and the rest of it, or are we just trying to get more composed on the full pitch?
In regards to that, on Saturday, me and Coach Mo spent half an hour of drill specifically on finishing. I was having this conversation with Coach Mo on our way back. So as much as we can teach them to finish and stuff, we can't compare it like a game situation. Like we can try and drill it into the heads, and in training they'll do alright when it comes to finishing. But when it comes to the maths, the situation and the magnitude of the game, it's just not there. But that's where we come in as coaches. It's a challenge, and take it from there.
Overall, it was a great
one thing I just want to add is that we're used to this team, bombarding others. I mean, by half time we're 5-6 goals up, and goals do give you confidence. So at the moment, it may look like we ain't playing that well, and sometimes we aren't. But the main thing that we're not doing is finishing our chances. I mean, today the chances fell to Omith, to Choudhary, and if I put the house on anyone, it's on them to finish the chances. And if they're missing it, obviously it's difficult for us to do anything from the sides. But once we get those goals in, that's when the confidence will start coming back, and then we'll start seeing better football being played.
I mean, overall, it was a good result. It's a win at the end of the day. Obviously, the game could have been played in a better way, but that's football at the end of the day. Now, well done, and on to next week now. Cheers.
Right guys, I'm here with Coach Saf, Coach Ethan. So lads, underrated game, how did it go?
Didn't go as expected. I think we expected a bit better than what we got. 5-2 loss, but I mean we take the next steps and we carry on.
So anything go wrong?
I feel like we had a big miss in David. David's up north actually, so we didn't have that strong back two with Kaius and David. We missed him. We tried out Oben tried out his front. We played up front. We had Danyaal, we had Hamza and Athif. Athif got onto the goal sheet, and Danyaal onto the goal sheet first time as well. So there's a lot of improvement we could have done in the game, but I feel like the guys went out there, they tried their hardest. We can't fault them. They just came up against a better team.
Yeah, I mean Kekoa, the first time we played a team from Kekoa, I thought physically they were good. In terms of passing, they were good. I mean, first half was a close encounter. So tell us about what happened in the second half.
Second half, we changed goalkeepers, and I feel like we just basically kind of just dropped. We just like went down in momentum. We were just changing things around, trying to pivot it in different positions. We just conceded 4 goals. They were silly mistakes.
And this, I would say, is your first loss in 3 or 4 games, which is obviously very, very positive anyway. Sometimes it's always good to taste defeat.
Yep.
So where'd you go from here?
At the end of the day, we still got a lot of young boys. We had 3 6-year-olds in our starting lineup. So what it is it's just about getting them used to it. Like I keep saying every week, the more they play, the more they're going to get used to a match situation. Albert only had his 2nd game. Adam's still getting used to it. So it's just about getting them into training, getting that positioning right. Because we did see a lot of improvements. We saw them starting to pass out from the back, which was a problem last week. They made the first pass, the second pass went off. Now they're making 2 or 3. So it's just about improving what we're good at.
Brilliant. Thank you, lads. Hi guys, I'm here with Coach Rudy for the summary of the day. Rudy, take it away.
4 games played, 3-1, 1 lost. Start with the under-8, wasn't at the game. From what I heard, it wasn't a bad performance. The opposition was pretty good, a bit more organised, probably playing football for a bit longer than us. So not a bad result, 5-2, looked like they were fighting and then probably gave a few goals away at the end. So not too worried about that result. Moving on to under-9s, yeah, 3-0, yeah. I'm sure we're going to have questions about that in a little while, so we'll leave it at that. Under 12, just watched it. Late kick-off was a bit here and there, boring at times, but some brilliant goals that I saw. Great football played in the second half, especially. But yeah, they're just carrying on, winning games. Not lost yet, so well done to them. And under 13s, another top performance, one-way traffic. Could have been anything today. Could have been 13, 14, 15, but missed a hell of a lot of chances. So, they just got to start putting the ball in the back of the net.
Short word on the under-9s. Obviously, you were there. You saw what happened. So, what's your explanation of what happened?
Well, the opposition is pathetic. Let's just say it how it is. 8-year-old boys do not go out on a football pitch to stamp on players. It's just not in their nature. So, this was taught. This is premeditated, and at the end of the day, it doesn't belong on a football pitch. So if they're expecting us to react in any different way, forget about it. That's how we're going to react. If a boy's getting stamped, not once, not twice, but 3 times, off the ball challenges where they're getting pushed and shoved and kicked. And at the end of the day, we put 7 to 10 players onto the pitch for their fun, and we want 7 to 10 players to come back off the pitch. So at the end of the day, when they're doing stuff like that, we're not going to tolerate it on the sidelines. The ref needs to control the game better. The league needs to make sure the ref knows the rules of the game when they get out there, because it seems like none of them know what the hell's going on. And because of that, it stems to more and more problems. And when we've done our homework, what excuse has the ref got for not doing his homework? It's quite simple. If a boy at that age is consistently committing fouls, it's there. The rules there in black and white. So, I don't know why it's not being used. But, yeah, to me today, opposition very, very poor. It's not the first time we played them, and it's not the first time they've given us this problem. So if the league has to do something about it, or next time when it's time for us to play them, maybe we have to reconsider and say to the league, you know what, we don't really want to play. Because I don't think it's safe for our boys to go out there and play against teams that are premeditating injuries.
Yeah, you did go after the game to speak to the league official, and you did make it clear your feelings and how the game went, and he was pretty much on our side in terms of trying to rectify the situation if it happens again, so hopefully it won't.
Yeah, we hope so. Well, he was out there for the last one. The last time we played them, he actually came out there. He's a commissioner of the referees. So if he knows these fixtures there, maybe he should ref the game,
Yeah.
He's only sitting in a chair there, someone can take that job. Then come out and ref that game next time, because at the end of the day, next time it's going to be even worse.
Right. On a more positive note, we had players from under 13s and under 8s which approached us. They're from different clubs, and they've seen what we're about. They've been following us for the last few months, and they want to join. So how does that make you feel?
Yeah, you know what? That's what we're about. At the end of the day, we'll never physically go out ourselves and poach players. That's not what we're about. We like to build from within ourselves. We like to build from within our community. But if there's good football players who want to join the club, then who are we to say no? At the end of the day, they've been watching from afar. They've seen what we're doing. They've seen our coaching standards. Great, let's keep it up.
Short word on the Asian Football Awards. For our parents that don't know yet, Rudy has been shortlisted for the Asian Football Awards in the grassroots category. Rudy, tell us why you were nominated.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, they must have seen something. But yeah, it's great to be nominated. It's a tough category. At the end of the day, there's two great nominees with myself. But at the end of the day, the nomination's there. Now it's up to them, up to the judges to vote. We're just going to appreciate the nomination. It puts us on the map, puts myself on the map, puts the club on the map. So can't go wrong with. It's probably the biggest football awards in our community. So there's going to be some great faces there. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to enjoy the night. And if we win, then great. If we don't, now we take that on the chin and we carry on, because just to be nominated is a recognition in itself, and we're going to have that.
Brilliant. Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you.